at minimum $27,500 in what, 10 minutes, where hopefully we had a little fun, had a couple laughs, and we're doing something really good. And we could probably sell just pictures with Berkey. Anyone wants a picture of Berkey for $100 each, right? Anyone wants to take a picture of Berkey afterwards for $100 each, they're in. So guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. There's 3 spots at this point in time, yes. Yes. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've lost track of my mind. So it will be Canny. Obviously, you're going to keep your spot, I'm assuming. Nico, I know you're going to move spots, and then you'll get the 3rd spot. Mike, whatever you want. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Quick update. Hey, Jay Lisi, can you come up here real quick with me? And Jennifer's here too. Jennifer, pop in. But Jay's been managing the construction project down in Sarpy. Who's been down to the Sarpy office lately? Obviously, those who work there.
Sorry, I look like a baby like that.
So Sarpy is getting remodeled. Going to be much more modern, adding some glass, all glass walls like this to the conference room, changing some black trim. I mean, it's going to be a very cool space down there. So we're doing half of it now and another half later.
Yep.
And then we're also letting, we've coordinated with ATS that because it's kind of a mess at the current office, the other office, the Cumberland office, we can go out there and do closings out there if we need to do closings down there in Sarpy County. So we can continue to do closings with ATS down there. You can continue to pop into either one of the offices. We want you to be there. And then when this is all done, our goal is to lease out the other office because we just not really got any usage of it over time. And as we're updating this one and signing a long-term lease on it, we're kind of committed to this be our office. It's a bigger office and it'll be very modern. So kind of talk through the process of where we're at and what we're doing.
So the one side should be done July 14th. And we, like Ben said, we made it real modern, black and white, and
Took cubes out and we're building new
cubes out. Yeah, Vince did not design it, so it'll be pretty modern. It won't be blue. So it'll be black and white and modern. And after we come that side, we're gonna go the other side. We don't have real date on how long the other side will take. I think Jennifer, a month maybe.
He said once he starts on phase 2,
Phase
then
2.
he'll be able to give us a timeline, but
Yeah.
it's all
It's going
together.
quicker than we thought it would, so we're right along right now doing the drywall, so.
Scott,
It'll be
anything,
cool.
anything we need to add to that? Because you've been involved with the legal issues of this.
Which there are none.
Oh, we are gonna.
Yes.
Right, yeah, I mean, the only thing we'd say is that Cumberland office is free to use, but we might be having people go through there.
Yeah.
Because it is going to.
So keep, yeah, so keep it cleaned up.
If you know anyone who wants that space.
Tell us.
Jay a call.
Yeah, give Jay a call.
That will be on the list too. Also.
Yeah, and there's basically 4 years left on that, little under, there's a little under 4 years left on that lease. And so we're you know, it's got a really nice build out and we're gonna put it into Crexy and LoopNet here and hopefully get someone who wants to take over it because we just not found a great use for it. Double down on our current space because it's bigger, but we wanted to modernize it to make it a kind of an office that looks more like
Today,
our nicer office.
2020.
Right.
So any questions about that? How many of you do pop into Regency? And I know I saw Mark around here somewhere. To the Regency office or to the Sarpy office or the Council Bluffs office, all they have to do is get together with tech, right? And they can get a fob to get into any of those offices. The same fob, the fob should work in all the offices. And then if you want to use the copiers in those offices, do they need to get hold of tech to get that coordinated? Is that right? Okay, who's back there operating things right now? I know it's someone from tech. Josh is. Josh, is that correct? Okay, so if you think you're going to go down there and you want your fob to operate at any of those offices, get a hold of them. They'll set that up. Your fob will get you in the office, but you can do the copies. You'll need to work that. So, Aaron, what are you doing? Hey, thank you, guys. Jay Brown, can you do a quick update on KV Core? Who started using KV Core? Sorry. I would tell you who is, show of hands, who is using a CRM system? So, Tasha, I might call on you a little bit. You've been using KV Core for a couple of years now. And you've been in Boomtown and Top Producer and many other CRM systems, and you would say that KB Core is probably the most robust. Is it agent friendly in your mind? Can someone, yeah, can we get her microphone? Call her in. Kevin Baumeister's in here. I know Kevin's been using, I don't see Kevin though. She ran Berkey into the, my God. Bougie people can't see glass.
We've used Boomtown, Tiger Leads, pretty much everything. That's when we were more focused on internet leads and everything, but noticed that there was not really a good platform for facilitating marketing of listings and really going after your personal sphere. It was all about like the new business. So we looked around at a bunch of different platforms, and KB Core has a lot of them are add-ons, so they're not necessarily included, but it was, even with that, way less expensive than something like Boomtown for all of the add-ons that basically push of the button does a lot of stuff for you on the listing side.
So, yeah, forgot Tiger Leads used to be the bomb about 10, 15 years ago. So how many years have you used it?
18 months.
18 months. And Boomtown has been purchased by KB Core. So those who've got a history of that, a lot of that is being incorporated in KB Core right now. And I don't know if you've seen any changes in that over the last year or not, but because I think that happened probably about 6-7 months ago, Jay.
I mean, I know that they're continuing to make changes to the platform itself and, make it better. So
Perfect. Thank you. So where Jay and Shelley are having ongoing classes. So I want him to talk about when those are, what we're going to be talking about. But please get in there, guys. If you're not using a CRM system, I would really encourage you to do so. It's going to help you, as Tasha just said, it's going to help you manage your sphere of influence better. It's going to make you more organized, more efficient. And then they got all these drip campaigns that you can set. You can personally change those out. So talk about the classes we're doing. When are we doing them? And why should they show up, Jay?
Well, everybody needs a CRM. So that's one reason. I mean, because if you're not using a CRM, at least if you don't have anything, even in an Excel sheet, at least here you can put in a note, remind yourself when to call them back and be a little bit more organized, keep track of birthdays. But I guess what we're doing, the biggest thing is just getting it imported. I know a lot of people are a little bit hesitant because they're not sure how to import, but if you get into an Excel CSV file, they just have a little download that you can put in and they'll do it and get it inside the system for you within 2 to 3 business days. So what we're going to do, I've done, I have my 5th class this Friday from 9 to 10. It's been kind of just a come in and I kind of show the system. Now that we've been through that, what we'll start doing, I meet with Elise and Josh, is that we're going to then in month of July, especially when we don't have sales meetings on Tuesdays, I'm going to switch it from top agent training to probably KB Core training. And so they have a lot of campaigns and templates that you can do. So we'll spend an hour just working on that aspect of it because you can spend an hour on that.
You'll announce in advance what segment of it you're going to be working
So
on.
I'll actually be working on that July's schedule. So you'll see that here in the next day or two, and then we'll send that out in the Monday emails and things like that. But yeah, we'll start focusing on, so I'll just have one class, come on in, and all we'll do is spend time helping you import your clients. And we'll spend another one building campaigns. And like with Elise and Josh, what we're going to be doing is we'll put like a quick buy campaign. Anybody that's using quick buy, where you can create the landing page, generate those leads, have a campaign that's tied to it. If you're doing with like June planning month, real estate planning month, even though that's about to end, we'll still put a campaign in there so people can still generate leads, because there's always a good time to.
And you told me you thought 95% of our agents were actually calling their clients saying this is June planning month. I'm a professional like all professions, and I'd be excited to get together if you go over what's current in the marketplace. You've all done that, right, this month? Okay, charge every one of them an extra $100 for the Sunshine Kids. So, all right.
But
So,
and then again, if you guys have suggestions, just let us know. We're always open to anything. So Me and Shelley are not perfect at that. We're just learning. It's a huge, robust system. So if there's something you specifically want us to teach on, let us know. We'll figure it out and teach it.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, where are we at? Did over 1,100 transactions, new pendings in April. We did over 1,100 new pending transactions in May. And it appears by today's numbers, we're probably going to hit right around 1,100 pending transactions for June. Last June was 1,155. So these last 3 months are the best months we've had since last June. If we remember from July on last year, sales really fell. So to me, seeing if we hit this third month in a row of 1,100 new pending transactions within the organization, that we've got some stability. There are houses being bought out there. We've continued to say we're seeing every time we're sitting in a mastermind group, segments 350 and below, we're seeing less offers. You know, I don't know what you're seeing. We're seeing 3, 4, 5, 6 offers. We're not seeing 8 to 15, which we were seeing a couple months ago. But it really seems, as I continue to say, if you're under 350, you want a seller. If you're 400,000 to $1 million, you really want a buyer, because that seems to be, unless it's a specialty market like 66 or something like that, where they're just not turning over much. But there is constant business being done. 1,100 new units, 3 months in a row. If that's where we hit, which I think that's where we'll land, it's going to be close. You know, that's telling me the market's fairly stable. People are getting used to 6.5%, 7% interest rates, and they're willing to buy, right? Some people have been sitting on the sidelines, and it's time for them to do something. So there's business out there. I believe the second half of this year is going to be better than the second half of last year, which is not saying much because the second half of last year was not very good. But I think there's business out there. But it really comes down to, at the end of the day, when I talk about a CRM system, your center, what I'm really pushing more than anything else that I'm trying to push through our masterminds, everything is, guys, we got to be building relationships. We got to get out there and show value. We need it. One of the biggest values we find in the masterminds is being currently updated on what's going on with the market. Because I always tell you, I believe the average agent is 3 to 4 months behind the trends. I want you guys to be on top of it. Educate your people, show value to people. But client appreciation parties, get face-to-face, whether it's coffee, a lunch, a pop-by, an appreciation party. Plan things to get face-to-face, to build stronger relationships, but have information of value. Update them on the marketplace. All seriousness, or kidding aside, seriously, June planning month to me, we did not get embraced as I was hoping it would get embraced, as Jay and I was hoping this would get embraced. But be cognizant. Megan was here, she left, you know, twice a year. She does a neighborhood market analysis, sends out to everybody in her database. Shannon does that, not twice a year, but once a year. We got to chunk. Be the professional, like the doctor and the other financial advisor and these other guys, where you're reaching out to them, giving them information and value, saying, listen, you want an update on the market, you want an update on the valuation of your house, you know, you need help on figuring out how to remodel, or you need contractors. Be that source for them. And the more you reach out to them and ask them to meet, or if they have questions, the more value you're going to show to them over time. So anyone in $1 million plus, I think you take a buyer or seller. So, you know, you'll take anything $1 million plus probably right now, and hopefully it'll sell. But that market has slowed down. We've seen tremendously over the last couple of months. What do you guys see in the market? Do you guys feel good? Show of hands. Who feels good about the second half of the year? So half the people are going to sell houses. Half the people are going to take vacations. I'm not sure we're going to hit 1,100 units the next couple of months. So Scott, anything else that's been pressing that you think all right, is Ashley here? Go ahead.
I forgot here.
And then I need Ashley or Josh also next.
I forgot. Prosperity Mortgage will send out. We're coordinated with NIFA to come in and do a class on NIFA. So you haven't, if you're not familiar, or you just want to get familiar with it, from 12:30 to 2 o'clock on July 11th, NIFA will be coming in with the class. We'll send out an invite because there will be lunch provided by Prosperity Mortgage, right? I think. Okay. And then so you'll see when you, so it's not confusing, because they said that it was $25 per class for them to get commission approved training, and then you get put on their website and stuff like that. And I said, can somebody just register, get the education, not pay the $25? And they said yes. So there'll be an option for both. So if you want to be like a designated NIFA person and pay the $25 and be put on their website, you can do that. Otherwise, just come to the class, get some food, and learn about NIFA and what Prosperity Mortgage is doing. So
Perfect.
We'll get that out.
Come on out, Bash. So we know Connie and Ashley and Josh, I think and Drew were the primary people working the Sunshine Kids event. And did we get a final number, first of all, on the golf event?
We were at 63,000.
Raised and about 20,000 costs. So we're gonna net $40,000+ from the golf event. So that's a good thing. So yes, thank you to those guys. So we got one thing that fell through somehow, some way. So do you want to explain what we have that we're gonna auction off here next? So we have another opportunity for you guys to bid. Scott's hand.
So we have
They
a,
can't hear you outside. Sorry.
oh,
Berkey, we're not auctioning you off till next.
is this one works. Okay. So we have a 2-day trip to Dismal River for 4 people. If you guys are not familiar with Dismal River Golf Course, it's in Mullen, Nebraska. I didn't know what it was until I watched the video, and it looks pretty amazing. There is no lodging or transportation, but you could add that at the point of scheduling. But yeah, so it's 2 days
2
at
days.
Dismal River. It's,
Some 2 golf courses,
there's 2 golf courses, 18 holes each course.
unlimited golf.
Yes.
So
There
there's,
is lodging there.
There is lodging
Yeah.
there, and
and there
there
are
is
cars that can
transportation.
take you there.
And
You're all-
there's planes, there are planes that can take you there, but
I know it's Mullen, Nebraska.
right, exactly, yeah. So that's what we have.
All right, so guys, we're gonna start off at $500 for this. Who's the golfers in the room? $500 for 2 days, 4 people, Dismal River. $500. We need golfers. $500. Okay, you both raise your hand at the same time. $600.
It's a $1,500 value.
$500 here. $600. $600. $600. Deb's got $5,000 left. $700. $700. Z would love to go up there and golf.
You can pick.
You pick whenever you want.
You schedule it.
$700. $700. $800. $800. $800. Did you guys listen to that story I said about the Sunshine Kids? $800. Corky, are you itching your head? $800. $800. $800. $700 going once. $700 going. $800. See, you can't pass that up. That's just too cheap. $800. $900. $900. How much do you love your husband? Do I need to FaceTime Z? $900. $900. $900. Allison, $900. Generosity. Generosity. $900. She's not looking at me. All right, $800 going once. $800 going twice. All right, $900. $900. $1,000. Oh, no, $1,000. He loves you. He's gonna love you more. He's gonna love you more. This is a business write-off, charitable donation. $1,000. $1,000. Get a hold of your husband right now. Come on, we're gonna give you 30 seconds. All right, $900. $1,000. $1,000. $1,000. There we go. All I had to say, going once, going twice, and then people get antsy. $1,100. $1,100. $1,100. $1,100. Did you raise your hand? $1,100.
My hair behind my ear.
Don't move your hands if you're not bid. Keep your hands down if you're not bid. If you got an itch, I wouldn't itch right now. $1,100. $1,100. $1,100. $1,000. Going once. $1,000 going twice. Final chance. Sold. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We've still got the Good Guy Award. Rachel's not here, so you're gonna present that, Aaron? Mike, thank you. Oh, God. Oh, Mark, come in here. Forget it. You're not yet. You're up. Mark. The answer is I don't have him on here, but I do know I know we talked about it. So, there you go.
Really brief. What color is this napkin? What color is this? No, they're both gray. Fair housing. What color do we care about in real estate? Great, it better hold and go in your wallet. I'm coming to you as a warning to let you know that since January 1983 to January, this January, the federal government has put between a little over $100,000, just under $250,000 into Nebraska every year to teach, coach, and train and hire testers to go out and test real estate licensees for housing violations. Well, wow. During this new presidential administration, the federal government, July 8th this year, put $4.2 million into the state of Nebraska to teach, coach, and train and hire fair housing testers for people like us, the real estate licensees. You better know your 11 protected classes. If you advertise home handicapped, just because it's got a ramp outside does not mean it's handicapped. Does it comply with all the ADA requirements? The Grand Island Board last week advised their people, if you're going to advertise a handicapped home, make sure the seller provides an ADA certificate to say it's a handicap accessible, because then it goes to doorways, entries, thresholds, bathrooms, kitchen cabinets, all access in and out. You know, we all have this, egress window thing that's 41 or 42 inches wherever you're at. This is much more complicated than that. You're going to be tested. It's not if, but when. You've got to know what's going on with the fair housing side of it, because understand the first fine is just over $13,000, just under $16,000. The second fine is just over $37,000, and the third fine is over $64,000, and the tester gets half. It's like a commission sales. They can lie to you, good cop, bad cop, whatever the case might be. I'm going to be teaching the fair housing class starting in this August every month. Take it. One bit of advice, a little equal housing opportunity logo. Put that on everything. Everything. Business cards, property flyers, handouts, your promotional material, everything that's advertising property. If not, go to Target and get yourself a bullseye. Because the tester is going to be going after people that they don't think are aware of the fair housing rules and regulations. On your websites, on your home pages, up at the top, very small, so you have to scroll to see it. Put that housing logo everywhere. Otherwise, oh geez, this person isn't aware of this. But again, it's going to be huge. I know several boards across the state are requiring fair housing. I don't know if NAR is doing it or not right now for requirements. But the thought is we're going to teach it here in the building, know it, and put that fair housing logo on everything, because it's going to be so key. $4.2 million in Nebraska about 5 months ago. They've already hired 23 people across the state to be in training for testers. So just watch what you're doing, understand what's happening, treat everybody fair, pretty simple process. But you're going to hear questions like, anybody like me living in this neighborhood? Where's the Jewish Community Center from here? Where's the Catholic Church? Okay, anything like that. When you start hearing race, color, creed, national origin questions, red flag goes up, you get to your managers right away and tell them what's going on. Because it could be a random test, it could be a complaint test, you don't know. But again, we'll talk about that in the fair housing class. Just be aware, and that's it.
And Jay, we have, to this point, we have the schools coming in Millard, Millard Public Schools, Omaha Public Schools, Papillion, and Elkhorn, possibly Elkhorn in August. And one of the reasons is because we can't steer them towards schools and anything else. And so they're going to come in, they'll give us information, tell us where we can find information, all those type of things. So we're going to be cognizant of this type of stuff, but it is not going to be fun if you get a tester and you get fined. Because you'll probably end up in front of the real estate commission at the same time. So it's not a good program. So you need to understand these rules, and you need to understand that you're abiding by them. So thank you, Mark.
You'll probably get tested by 4 separate people, 4 separate couples, and you might not be male, female. You know, again, how this thing works. You might get tested by 4 separate couples of different nationalities, backgrounds, origins, and you're going to hear the same questions basically come from all 4 parties. That's when I want a red flag, go up and get hold of your manager, please.
Yeah, you might want to catch it before the third one when you've already screwed up twice. So hopefully we have good news. Deb said she'll also spend $7,500. She wants to keep her space. I said, I got to talk to Nico and Mike first, but I'm hoping we got 3 7,500s plus 12,500. So we will find out, but it's a great day today, guys. I always have fun doing this for a good cause. So good guy award, and then we're wrapping this up, guys.
Okay, one last thing. So Rachel couldn't be here today. So the next good guy is always helpful and goes out of her way to help other agents. She goes above and beyond for volunteering for the Sunshine Kids, so our next good guy is Ashley soon.
Ashley, get back here. Ashley, you gonna speak again?
Have to speak?
No, you don't have to speak. Just accept it.
I'll accept.
Represent us well. Thank you on your cat. Congratulations on your Emmy. Yes, yes, come on up. Then we're done.
It's Friday. If you guys want to do a real fun mixer or family night out at Warner Park. Great mixer, $15 for adults. Get you in, the ticket, food, you'll find your own drinks. 2 and under, then it's free.
Yeah,
But this Friday night, you're still able to sign up.
giving free drinks away to realtors could be very expensive. Yes,
And so I want to add to that, I mean, we don't get a lot of support from Berkshire at our event, and we'd love to see your faces at some of these.
Some of these OAVR events. We have several throughout the year, and we'd love to see you guys support our company or support the board. We do a lot for you guys. Also, we have Women's Council golf outing coming up July 20th. You don't have to be a member, and it's kind of the same thing as Sunshine Kids, $500 for a team, and then another $100 if you want to do the all-in package. But let's see you at the board things. We'd love to see you.
thank you, thank you. Guys, have a wonderful week. Keep building relationships. Keep selling houses.